Hi, my friend. How are you doing? I hope you're doing fantastic. I'm doing wonderful, and I'm very happy to introduce you the first module of how to develop an agile mind with science-based tools of the Agile Mind EQ Boost course. As you know, the course is divided in these 5 phases. However, today and this session will cover only one phase and one part of the phases. So the first consciousness part is going to be divided in values and purpose, the first part that is going to be discussed today in this presentation, and the second, which is beliefs and goals. So let's discover what are values and purpose. Viktor Frank, a Holocaust survivor, says, life is never unbearable by circumstances, but only by lack of meaning and purpose. And this comes from a guy who has been in a concentration camp with the Nazis. Okay, so wherever it happens, if you have meaning and purpose and something to look forward to, then it's fine. And if you live according to that, we will see this more deeply. But before that, let's have some profound questions, powerful questions. What makes your life meaningful? Think for a moment. What brings meaning to your life? The second question is a bit similar but different, okay? What makes your life feel fulfilled? What makes you feel fulfilled? Fulfill and meaning is different in the sense that meaningful is a sense of purpose and contributed to something bigger than yourself, something beyond one's ego, one's interest. And fulfilling is something that you are feeling content or satisfied with your accomplishments and experiences. And this could be, for instance, hobbies, right? You can have hobbies that they are very fulfilling. However, they don't have anything beyond yourself. It's just for your self-satisfaction. So we have here gathered some principles to live a meaningful and fulfilling life. First is to identify and live your values and purpose. And this is the main reason of this model. And this is the first one because of a point, right? Because it's probably the most important one. If you don't live by your values and purpose, you won't find meaning and fulfill your life. It's very serious. I cannot highlight how serious is this because otherwise you will be suffering because there will be a conflict of interest within yourself, inner conflict, because you are not living according to your most fundamental, important values. Set meaningful goals. Once you understand what your values are and the purpose and the end goal and the vision that you want to achieve, then you will set meaningful goals to action them today. Cultivate positive relationships, connecting with others. We are social creatures and we need others to grow and to grow together. Engage in meaningful activities. That's the part of fulfilling that we may discuss before about hobbies, about things that fills your heart, and make you happy and give you energy. Take care of your physical and mental health. So thank you so much for doing this course because really it's very important for your satisfaction and for your feeling fulfilled and meaningful in your life. And lifelong learning with a growth mindset. Okay, it's about always challenging ourselves to getting out of the comfort zone, to be comfortable without the uncomfortable and uncomfortable with the comfortable. So let's see the values and purpose. What are values? Values are principles or standards that we hold to be very important in life. Is what we most value in our life. They shape our attitudes, decisions, and behaviors. They are very important. They influence everything. What matters most to you in life? Have you ever wondered this? What matters most to you in life? They can be honesty, they can be compassion. We have a very powerful exercise that we highly recommend you to do. That is the values exercise. It's very simple, but you will learn so much about what you value the most. There is also a link that is our online version that you can as well do, or choose to do only that one. It's up to you. Now, there is a warning, as we discussed, if you don't live by your values and you live by the values of others, you will have a conflict of interest because different people have different values, and that means competing goals for the size. They don't want, they will have different goals that are according to their values that are not according to yours, and you will be in a conflict of interest with them. That's why sometimes the questions about your values as well can be found out with math. What makes you most angry about the world, about your parents, about your family, about your friends? What makes you most angry? That will be linked with what you value the most because it's against uh, what you believe and what you find the most valuable for you. Now, let's see purpose. What is purpose? What is your why? That's the answer of the purpose. Why are you waking up every day for? This gives us an overarching goal that gives us our life direction and meaning. That's where we find the meaning. We are doing something today for a better future, or something that we want to achieve, that we have a purpose to achieve. And this motivates so much because if this purpose is other people center, that we will see in the next model, then it's going to be much easier for us to work, even when we don't feel motivated or we don't feel the energy or we don't feel or we feel tired. And this will give us resilience because we will keep working, keep working because there is something beyond ourselves that we believe is important that we will work for it. And this gives us, of course, a sense of fulfillment. And walking your why is fundamental to live a meaningful and fulfilling life. So values and purpose are interconnected, and values shape our beliefs and attitudes, as we discussed, which in turn influence our goals, what we choose to do. And our purpose is the reason of why we do what we do. And it's often linked, of course, to our values, right? We will not choose, or we don't want to choose at least a purpose that is not linked with our values. We want to live our values. We want to walk our why. Values and purpose. Some examples, just to make this point clear. Honesty, integrity, and fairness are the values. So purpose could be fighting against injustice and promoting equality. Okay. The values are creativity and self-expression. It could be a purpose of career in arts or design. There are many, many other examples, and you need to find yours. You need to find your values, what you value the most, and the purpose, what you want to work for, what is your why. As we discussed, the formula in Agile Mind Lab is awareness and accountability. And accountability is the most important thing. It doesn't mean that you need to learn. Of course, you need to learn, you need to study, you need to watch these videos. However, if you don't do the exercise, you will gain very little. So I encourage you to do these following activities as well. The play word for this module are the values exercise that we discussed before and the purpose statement and or ikigai exercise. I say and or because sometimes people don't know what are the purposes still yet. So that's fine, that's okay. That's the ikigai exercise is for. So you can find what are your strengths, what are your motivation, what are you good at, and then what the world needs, and then you may find your purpose with the Ikigai exercise, okay? And the purpose statement is basically an exercise that is very good from the neurochange method that will give you a little sentence and a statement of your purpose that you could, I don't know, live by it, and have it as a motivation, not quote or a statement in your desk or in your laptop, in your phone or whatever you want. Going farther together, my friend, please share the comments what you think about this video, what did you learn from it, and after doing the exercise, please also share your values with the community, with the comments below, because people are meant to be connected together, the ones who share the same values, and that's very encouraging because that is just motivation, accountability partners that could help us to grow. Okay, we are not alone in this world. Sometimes we think that because in our family or in our friends, in our group of friends, they think different because they value things differently and they see things differently. There are other people that are not with us, right? However, you will find in this course a lot of people that are like-minded. And yes, feel free to be connected. And any questions as well, please let me know. Thank you so much for your attention and all the best of luck with the exercises. Ciao, see you next week.